For the first time ever, I don't know what to buy, so I'm just gonna buy all of it. So we're in the mouse aisle. Yesterday I was cooking so hard in a game. I had 7,000 kills. I got so mad at how good I was doing, I threw my mouse through my monitor and it broke. So let's test out some mice. Like I said before, I don't really know exactly what to get here, so I'm just gonna get everything. Too many? So what we're doing here is we're trying to find a good mouse at every price range, whether it's small, stupid, huge, heavy, light, with holes, without holes, wireless, wired. I don't know, man. This thing's the size of my thumb. Get it. You also got stuff like this. There is no chance someone actually uses this mouse on the daily. It gets to a point where there's no way. There's only one word for this mouse. That's a cop right there. They call me Kyrie Irving. And then everyone knows the Razer Orochi, so. Actually made it that time. This case is where they keep every single expensive mouse they have. I honestly think I'm just gonna let one of the employees pick for me, because I don't really know what's good. I've had a $60 mouse for 2.5 years now. I swear to you, if they pick a bad mouse, it's on them. Back at the crib, we narrowed our selection down to 8 mice. Coincidentally, we have the cheapest mouse they have, and also one of the most expensive. Was that in the budget? I think the guy spent like $400 on 2 mice. First off, we have the Mini de Voyage from Verbatim. This mouse is weird because I think it has a retractable USB cable. Why do they make these so hard to open? I got it. This cable is super thin. Yeah, well, it's a mouse, that's for sure. Next one. Next up, we have our first wireless mouse, the M170 from Logitech. $12, $13. Oh, it's battery powered. I mean, I don't know what else I was expecting for a $13 mouse. Hey, I kind of rock with it. It's not really cheap feeling for $13, but I mean, I would use it. I would actually use this. Next mouse. I meant mouse, not cat. I cannot believe I spent money on this. We got the Acco wireless cat mouse. This thing's stupid. I will give it to him. This is the easiest mouse to open. I rock with that part. Have you ever heard of Nakun batteries? It's gonna blow up. All right, so first and initial thoughts is there's no clicks on the side. You literally cannot click this thing with your fingers over the top. So you gotta have small hands. You can't click here where you usually do, but you can click on the ears of the cat. Fantastic manufacturing. This thing deserves one of 2 things. The trash can or a pedestal. Thinking it's going up there on the shelf. We good. It's up there, we're chilling. Next mouse. We have the WM68 ergonomic mouse, and I have a few beefs with this. One, if you're someone that uses ergonomic mouses, stop pretending. And if you're someone that likes ergonomic mouses, stop lying. There's just that. I can believe that I spent $20 on the cat mouse, but $40 on this thing is a scam. Hold on. I've got a few things to say about this mouse. First off, the ball is better than I thought it would be, but why is the mouse sideways? What, can we do one or the other or no? The only real way to test this is how fast can I scroll to the bottom of a page, because that's the deal breaker. Now we get into big dog territory. I caught that. This is the wired Pulsefire haste. It's 59 grams, 16,000 DPI. I can't even count that high. Either way, it comes in at 50 bucks. This is our next contender. Like I said before, this thing is light. It's 59 grams, which is slightly less impressive because it's wired. Obviously, if it's wireless, you need a battery encasing and all that. It adds weight and whatever, but 59 grams is still no joke. All right, now we're starting to feel like a mouse. This thing is actually something that I would use on a daily basis, unlike the other four. Why did we spend money on those again? It was you, right? It was you. Good skates, pretty smooth. It has the sensitivity changing button, obviously classic scroll wheel, and then 2 side mouse buttons, which is helpful. Not that it'll help me play games any better because I have the best setup known to man and still suck, so that's cool.
Cooking so hard in a game. I had 7,000 kills.
Now's about where we get to actually compare what mice can do against each other. This is the Razer Orochi V2. Everyone I talk to loves this mouse. So I guess we're gonna get to figure out why. $70 is the price point for this. I'm expecting big things from $70. It's a little small for my liking, I can't lie. However, I love this design. Pretty ergonomic, same type of thing. It's got the sensitivity changing, the scroll wheel, 2 side buttons. It's pretty uniform though. It's not a right or a left-sided mouse. It looks the exact same from both sides, other than the buttons. Uh-oh, I see a battery. So as far as battery operated mice go, I don't hate this. You can use both AA and AAA for it. You're obviously gonna get different life for each one, but I don't hate that you can use the optionality. It still sucks that we're doing battery operated in 2024, but guess what can you do? I loaded up a game just to make sure I'm feeling this mouse out correctly. All the other ones were just kind of gimmick mouses, but they were fun to play with. These are the real ones you want to consider buying for your gaming setup. Check me, I'm literally the best player at this game.
Because I have the best setup known to man and still suck, so.
One thing I really will say is this mouse has different and in my opinion better clicks than the one I currently use. The only problem is it's battery operated and this one just charges, which is so much more efficient than anything you can just do by slipping a battery in. But to get the full experience, I definitely want to try out the 2 expensive ones we got. $130? I'm not made of money, bro. This is the G903 from Logitech. This thing looks ridiculous. Now, the 903, didn't the 503 just come out like a year or 2 ago? Didn't we miss a few generations? Now, one thing with the 903 100% that this has a problem with is the length. They are significantly different in size. I can feel it. This thing might be too long. Look at this cable, bruh. They made sure you could not put this thing into anything else. Are you seeing that? That thing's spinning on its own. I mean, honestly, there's pros and cons to having notched scroll wheels so you know exactly how far you're scrolling, how many ticks it goes, but that's kind of sick. This thing has more buttons than I know what to do with. If I'm counting correctly, it's 6. Why do you need that many buttons? This thing is heavy, low-key. I'll rock with it. Hey. Best player in the game, by the way. Don't know if I told you that. 100% chance, if you can learn how to use this mouse, you are going to be so accurate. And I mean that 100% honestly. The mouse is so heavy that it's almost hard to move for long periods of time. I've had a heavy mouse before, and it's awesome. Unless you play games for 5 hours. Then it's not awesome. And the last mouse. Thank you, Gabe. The Razer Viper V2 Pro, $150. Are you sure we got this approved? All right, so I can understand now why $150 mice are $150. It's not just the mouse, it's not just the connection, the battery life, the scroll wheel, the clicks. It's the presentation. That's awesome. Like, look at that. It's textured plastic. I mean, it's still plastic, but it looks incredible. Now, before I get into this mouse, this is what I expect from an $150 mouse. I expect it to have extremely long battery life. The clicks gotta feel good. The scroll wheel is crispy. It doesn't feel low quality. The plastic, obviously upstanding, doesn't feel like I'm gonna crush it. And then on top of that, I expect things I'm not looking for as well. Right off rip, this thing feels high quality. I'm not even trying to over exaggerate it because I really did want to hate on this so I could return it. It's good. It's mid-weight, so obviously you get that kind of in between the light mouse and the heavy mice. So you get that accuracy if you want it. You get that quick moving, very long lasting battery if you need it. And dude, this thing just feels nice. They did keep it simple on the side. They only have 2 buttons, which in my opinion is all you need. The scroll wheel does not spin on its own, which is what I'm used to, so I'm fine with that. I feel like I'm just imagining it, but the responsiveness definitely feels up. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not imagining it. I might just have a new main. This thing is really nice. I mean, for 150 it better be, but you know, you get the picture. So which one is the best for you? Obviously it's this one. Like, come on now. In all realness, if you can get a mouse like this for $40 to $50, it's probably the best value up here. Although it does have a wire and probably not the best quality, it's got pretty much everything you need. 2 side buttons, scroll wheel, sensitivity changer, good mouse clicks, it's light, it's wired, it'll work. But if you ask me which one I'm keeping, it's this one. What it ultimately boils down to is preference. Each mouse is different. If you want more side buttons, less side buttons, heavier, lighter, bigger mouse, smaller mouse, every single thing is valid except that ergonomic mouse. Don't buy it, please don't. I promise I'll throw this mouse at you at maximum efficiency.